take him. We get Big Show right
Yeah.
there. Sure,
Mark Henry.
we good.
Mark Henry could take him out too.
Well,
Y'all also,
They could
oh,
lift. They could lift them
WWE.
together.
right. And they
But
putting a whole
everybody,
production show together,
I'm
ain't
about to say,
it?
God,
They putting a
Jesus.
whole
they,
this
then,
scripted.
then everybody else just tag it,
All
get your
right,
hits in while you
Yeah.
all
can.
right.
I just gotta get it, I just gotta get it, I just gotta go. I just gotta flip it, I just gotta flip it, watch the money grow. So a little mama, drop it down to the floor. After one night, she gon' be begging for more.
What's going on, everyone? We back with another one. It's your boy, Dear Seeds. Back with the boys, man. This is Dear Radio, the show. Got my boys with me, man. I got Dear TKD2, I got Dear Michael, and I got Dear LeBryce. How y'all doing today, boys?
Doing great, man.
Doing good.
Going
Yes,
straight.
sir.
Just so you look at for me. I'm gonna take that down. I don't know how y'all do it. I gotta show my face a
Too
little
much
bit.
hair.
Just show the curls, man.
Yeah,
Show the
yeah,
curls.
yeah.
That's it, man.
I'm doing well, man. How you doing, Steve?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. Hey, sun was shining this morning, so hey, that's all I can ask for.
Look at him.
Right.
Look at him. Look at
Right.
him smiling and everything. Look,
Right.
see it. Ain't
In,
that something?
in the Sunshine State.
Hey, man, hey, just cut it out over there, dog.
No, my bad.
But like I said, man, this is Dear Radio the show. We got a topic for you guys to discuss, man. Dear Markel, take us into that topic, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, again, welcome to the radio again. Our topics for today, again, like from our previous shows, gonna be a little more sporadic, conversational with the guys. And we got a good one today where it is each host shares a strong belief or opinion that they genuinely hold. The twist, another host is assigned to argue the opposite side even if they don't agree with it. So, since you had a hot take, you want to talk? You want to start there? Or you want to start this first?
Nah, we could do the other stuff first. The hot take and wait right now.
Here we go. So the first one we're gonna go into is everyone should work a 9 to 5 before starting a business. Who want to take that off?
I don't know. I don't want to go first. I don't know.
A strong belief. Okay. Strong
I
belief.
mean, I guess it depends on the business you're trying to start. I mean, if you need to know a little bit of the ins and outs, then yeah, you might need to start off doing something within that job or whatever the case may be. But other than that, shit, you don't really feel me. You don't really need a 9 to 5 to start a business. You can start any kind of business. Car wash. You don't need no 9 to 5 to start no car wash business.
That's what I'm saying. What's the grand scheme of it? Like, you can do a landscape business. You don't really need to have 9 to 5 before that because you could be 14 years old
Yeah, just
going
cut
out. You know what
grass
I'm
with
saying?
the
I feel like you don't
lawnmower.
need a 9 to 5 before that. I feel like 9 to 5s are good. I'm a strong believer in you should work in either retail, fast food, or I don't know what the other one is before you start to climb the ranks so you get that gist of it. But I don't know if you really necessarily need to have a 9 to 5 to start a business unless depends on what you're scaling as a business because you can technically have a business at 12 years old, like I was saying, cutting people's yards.
Yeah,
That's my take on it.
I agree.
What do you think, Mike?
I agree. You need to start. Let's see. What's the first thing I saw? And I think in middle school. In middle school, I was selling them when it was popular to sell those little beaded necklaces on a little string.
Mm,
I started selling those when I started wearing those around school. Everybody like, oh, where you get that from? I just made it. Got stuff from Walmart, put some beads on it. Everybody wanted to wear it, so everybody had their own little unique joints. Started selling it for like $2, $3. And then I went into high school freshman year with y'all, sophomore year, and I started selling the Nike socks that just dyed a different color. Started selling them in the hallway. Take a
no,
pack of
man.
take a packet of white Nike joints.
I remember that.
Get the dye from Walmart. Boil in some hot water. Mix the dye. Dump the white sauce in there. Come out purple. Come out yellow. Come out green. Come out whatever color
I
outside.
remember that shit.
I remember I did that for the first time with TKD too.
Yeah, we did that.
But we ain't gonna talk about where we was at.
Yeah. Nah.
But
So
nah, though,
yeah,
I
I
remember starting my business in high school too. I had a little donut business going on, man. I had
He
a little
did.
donut special going.
what year was
Um,
that?
Valentine's Day at
You
Fort
was good. You
Knox.
was at John. You was at John this
Ah, okay,
time.
I was going.
Oh, yeah, you was gone.
Okay.
Yeah, that little donut business. So yeah, I understand the business thing.
His Valentine's thing was a special boy. He had two for
Mm,
he
two for
got that one.
dollars.
The Valentine
Two
one
for
was the
dollars,
best one,
man.
bro. He
I
was selling
sold
them like
out quick.
hotcakes.
He was
Yeah.
talking about I sold out
He
quick.
had
That thing,
2 boxes. That was crazy that
the
time.
two for $1. What is
Yeah,
it?
that was crazy.
I think the
No, look,
only thing, I think the only thing I would say, caveat will, is like starting business young when you have no experience is cool. Not even say cool. It's good to like learn on the fly, but you just don't know how to scale it because you're so young and you're kind of ignorant to like what it is to scale a business. Like if I was selling all those socks and I understood like the logistics of like how to get more people involved, how to scale it, was it really a market fit? You don't know that stuff. You're just kind of selling what people are kind of like gravitate towards you.
yeah,
Um, I think that's the only caveat. Maybe a 9 to 5, depending on what you got, could potentially navigate your mind route of that because you're probably doing a specific skill that you're seeing the market fit, depending on what role you have in the job. But other than that, I mean, it's really just about getting mentors and somebody that sees the value in the business. But you just, unless you're taught that from an early age, you don't know where to look for it. Um, I think that's the only caveat with that, or just getting around with more like-minded people that just want to continue doing that. So that's my take on it. But I don't like we all agree like we don't you don't need a 9 to 5 to start something, especially now.
Well,
Like you on YouTube.
Langston, what you think?
Well, I guess I gotta be the what do they call the devil's advocate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 9 to 5s are important only so
Fact.
that way you learn that you never want to go back to a 9 to 5 when you start your business. But other than that, I
mm,
mean, I agree with you guys. But I guess the whole purpose of the segment is one person's got to be the oddball. So I'll take the oddball. Saying working 9 to 5 is important.
Yeah.
It teaches you the basic responsibilities of what a job should do, and also working 9 to 5, you can kind of figure out like what managers you do want to be like, or managers you don't want to be like, and
That's a good one.
figure out
That's
like,
a good one.
especially if you're going through like the interview process and figure out, man, these questions are stupid. Why would I
yeah,
ever ask these in an interview? So then when you get
yeah,
around to the other side, you can be like, oh yeah, like I'm not asking that stupid question. I actually want to understand what you can do rather than just read the words off your resume.
Yep.
hmm
The person.
Yeah, the person.
That's tough.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
That's tough.
That's big. You might have flipped me with that one, Langston. That was a good
Yeah,
one. That was a
that
good
was a
one.
plan, man. That was a
Yeah,
plan.
you might have flipped me with that one because I ain't think about it like being able to think about what kind of manager you don't want to be and things of this nature. So yeah, I'm with you on that one, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm
One
on
point for
Langston's
me, man.
side. Yeah, I'm on
Mm.
Langston's side,
1 point for the good guys.
on the side. Because you got to think about it. You got to think about it.
He made valid points. No, he did. He made valid
You know what
points.
I'm
The
saying?
manager one got me too, but I'm still, you know,
But look, though, TC, you
third.
got to think, I mean, TK, you got to think about it, bro. When you want to start a business, if you say you want to be in Chick-fil-A, you're gonna have to start as a little Chick-fil-A associate out there saying my pleasures. You know what I'm saying?
Can I take your
I'm
orders,
trying,
sir?
you know what I'm saying? Being out there with the heater on your back. I'm like, hey, I remember one time I was at Chick-fil-A. It was cold. I'm talking about
You went
cold.
to Chick-fil-A?
Nah, it was when I was
He
living in Charlotte.
he talking about a worker.
Nah,
Oh,
look,
okay,
nah,
Yeah.
okay,
look,
okay, okay,
nah, look.
Oh my
okay.
god.
Look, it was. I'm talking about cold as a mug outside, and this dude is outside taking orders. I said, "Hey, bro."
Oh damn.
I said, "Bro, you want to go inside, bro? I'll tell them folks to tell you to come inside, bro." He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." I went up there anyway. I said, "Hey, tell me, hey, my boy Jacob doing a good job, man. Y'all boys need to get my boy inside, man. He out there working his ass off, man. Somebody get him inside." Everybody started laughing. That dude started laughing. I was like, bro, no, for real, bro. It's cold, bro. Get inside. But it's like,
That's probably
you got
before they had their little their
Heat
heating
things.
pods
the
out there.
little
Yeah,
heaters. Yeah, them
yeah.
brothers out there shivering. I said, yeah, I know it's cold, bro. Get
He's
inside.
like this. My pleasure.
So, Chick-fil-A sauce. Yeah. Hey, $2.
Now that'd be wrong if
Hallelujah.
you made him go back to get Chick-fil-A. If you did that, you did that's wrong. That's all I'm gonna say with
Now, I gave my boy a compliment at the window and told him they need to
Okay.
bring my boy inside, man. Somebody switch with my boy out there, man. Everybody
Okay.
else switch.
All right.
But nah, but you got to start somewhere though.
You gotta start
Like any
somewhere.
business you trying to run, bro, you need to know the ins and outs. You need to know how the cash is doing what they need to do, or the how the business is ran through transactional wise and stuff like that. Then inventory wise, you need to go through the whole rundown. So yeah, I'm with you, like I'm with
Thanks, buddy.
Man, you don't stay on my side.
you. We had a deadlock.
Yeah, dead a lot.
Yeah, like
TK, you staying? Are you switching?
yeah, like I
Okay.
said,
Okay.
lawnmower business at 10, 12,
Hey,
man.
hey, pushing that. You
You
know
gotta
what
be
I
starting.
But that ain't really your business, man.
It really is though, because you gotta get clients.
No, I'm
No,
not
okay,
clients.
okay.
Those just people that you say, hey, just let me know when you need me to cut your grass.
That's a service.
Never mind, bro. You got it. You
That's,
right. We got it, bro.
that's a service. You got to build it up. Start with your neighbor,
Yeah,
then the
you
next
got it,
neighbor,
bro.
then the next neighbor, and then when the season changes, you get the snow blower, do the same thing. You feel me? All landscape. It ain't easy, but it's possible. All right. So we all got 2 on 2 on that. Okay, everyone's just okay. We're good on that. Second one. You can't succeed without social media. I ain't gonna hold you. I think you can. I think you can.
Um,
It's
I
very
would say,
difficult to. It's very difficult. Not. I don't know what am I saying. It's very difficult to try to do it without social media. But
How
depending on
big do
what
you
type
want to
of
get?
exactly.
That okay.
So
no,
it kind of depends on what it is.
no, because look, you gotta think about it. The only way you can succeed without social media is if you already have a name.
Mm.
Facts.
If you already got something going out there and people are talking about you without you even being online, then that's when you can live without social media. But not everybody got that type of lifestyle. This is me talking for the people that that's somewhat similar to us and not similar to them. You know what I mean?
So I'll
So
back Chris up on the story, right? So I have the story. Y'all know that I started my new job last fall and working at the high school. Didn't know
mhm.
any of the kids. All it took was for one kid to find my social media, because all my social media is public, for the whole entire high school and middle school to understand who LeBrankston was and is. And then every single day after that, I had all these
LeBranky.
random kids that are like, LeBrankston, what's up? LeBrankston, what's that? And even at the college level too, I'd have kids from other sports that they'd follow me on social media, and then it would just boom go around like a wildfire. So that's my answer. I mean, obviously, if you're already born into a household name, like yeah, sure, you don't need social media. But if you really wanted to, like for us, like to make it off, like speaking for myself, if I wanted to make it off, I'd need social media 100%.
Yeah,
Like you don't,
LeBranky.
because like you can build off of it without it, but it's going to be super slow. Whereas like I make a couple connections and I share my social media, and boom, it just spreads around like a wildfire.
yeah, I agree.
What do you think, TK?
You hit it on the head. That one
Yeah,
video. That one you need it. But I feel like when you don't, if you don't use it, it's gonna be local. I feel like
yeah.
it's really like I said when Mike was talking. How big do you want to get? I
It
feel
really
like you
depends
gotta.
on that.
Yeah, how big do you really want to get? I mean, it spread like wildfire, like you said. I mean, I guarantee you, there's somebody exactly like. Well, I wouldn't say that. No, probably that can hoop is just as good as when an NBA player. And they locally really good. I feel like that's kind of a
Yeah,
name in
yeah,
itself.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you
But
can
if
see
they
it a
got
lot.
exposure, they'd be like, oh, he can hoop.
Yeah,
You know that's kind of how I view it. But that's me.
yeah. Because I mean, like if you kind of look at it, like especially with people these days, mostly like kids and young adults, everything they see, hear, and listen to is all on social media. Like kids
Yeah,
don't really watch the news. Kids don't really watch TV as much unless it's like sports going on.
yeah.
If you think about it, like how many commercials do you remember now that back in the day when we were kids, you saw all the infomercials for all the encyclopedias. I didn't even know what a freaking encyclopedia was until I saw the commercial with the big Earth one or the Globe one, whatever it was called, where you could be like, oh, if you call now, you can get the other 20 for free.
Man, when have you seen a QVC thing?
Exactly.
If you buy it right now, it's $19.99.
Yeah.
They got those on TikTok now. That's just like that story one of our close friends told us.
That is true.
Exactly. That's just like one of that story that our close friends told us where they said they watched that. They girl watched that whole movie on TikTok. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now people are posting full movies on Twitter, on TikTok. I mean, now if you want to go watch like a good TV show, sometimes you can scroll on TikTok and like for example, my TikTok feed is filled with the TV show The Rookie on Hulu, the one about the rookie cops.
Yeah, you watched that?
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it, but it's all over my For You page. So I'm like, man, I pretty much watched the whole entire show. I'm already caught up. I might as well watch the new season. That's how I got into Suits too.
Yeah,
I can't do Suits.
I like Suits. I had finished it.
Yeah, they got the new Suits coming out too. Where they're out in LA.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that on Paramount, but I don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. My dog. We'll talk about that later, like.
Yeah, dear Michael chop at the bits. He said you don't need it. Look at him.
Oh, you don't need it?
It depends. It depends. I don't think.
See, now he said it depends.
Yeah,
I think you can do it with. I think you can do it without it for sure. But again, that depends on the individual. Like if you were somebody that want to network, it's like
underground.
Yeah, it's like it depends too. I would say most people that at this point in life now 2025, if you don't want to have social media, then you need to have some type of leverage, either a gift with a gab to be able to sell a product or service or see market value fit, and you only sell into like one market, which is like the rich people, because they have higher premiums, and you don't really need. You just need to figure out where they are and figure out how to get in the room. At that point, you got one person, next person. Now your whole phone book is your social media. You just got to call people and meet up with people. You don't really need, you know what I'm saying, a back end of, I need to post social media today. I got to do this. I got to make sure that it's like, but it depends what you want to build. If you want to build a different type of brand, like a social network, then you can reach way more people through social media than you can.
I was just about to say that, like, if you want to be globally known, then yeah. But if you want to be a household name in your city, then yeah, of course, you can do it without social media by everybody knowing your face or everybody coming to your business and talking to you and whatever the case may be. Like if you was a car salesman or whatever the case.
It's tough because like let's say you in Florida. Let's say you let's say you you need social media if you're a rapper. If you're Orlando, right? There's a lot of people go Walt Disney. There's families, vacations, retirement people. It's all different type of people you can just run to at the Disney World. Depending on how you. I'm not saying that might be the best place for you to run into somebody and have a conversation. It could be, it could not be. But there's a lot of places you can go. I.e. like what's I'm looking for? A country club. I'm sure they got golf clubs out there in Orlando that you can go to. You feel me? There's a lot of things. Sauna. I'm telling you, there's a lot of networks in the sauna. I'm gonna put people on. Depending on where you at. I ain't gonna tell you just go in any sauna. But like there's some.
You talking no grown man with no shirt off, no towel.
Hey, listen.
Hot and steamy and sweaty.
Anyway, it's a lot of different networks that you can get into behind closed doors. And if you're in Orlando, that person that you meet there may not even be a resident in Orlando. He might be somewhere in New York or LA. He's just there. Now he might need you to fly up to that city that they in for a product or service that you provide because you're a high client. And that can turn to another relationship. I'm not saying it's feasible for everybody, but it can happen depending on what product or service you have. I would say like you selling high designer suits, you don't necessarily need, and they price at $5,000. You don't necessarily need a social media. If you got clientele that can put you on this, if they custom.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. It's a little harder, a little premium, but you don't really necessarily need it. But if you're trying to do like any general business, you're gonna need social media for sure. But I'm gonna stick with my caveat saying you don't necessarily need it. But it's tough out here without it.
3-1.
3-1.
We basically convinced Mike. He basically said yeah, and then he was like, "But I'm gonna stick with my answer anyways." So we basically got another point for the good guys, Chris.
Nah, I can't give y'all that. I can't give y'all that. It's one. It's one. It's one. All right. All right. Spicy one. Failure is necessary for growth. I ain't gonna lie. I guess I'll go with this one. I wanted to say it's not, because it depends how severe this failure stuff is. But I'm definitely gonna stick. I'm definitely gonna say it's definitely necessary. Like you ain't gotta. It ain't gotta be like so catastrophic. But
Yeah, like Batman.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It ain't gotta be. It ain't gotta be that crazy. But you definitely learn from your. I think you learn more from your failures than you do your successes. You definitely learn a lot from your successes too, from consistency into doing what works and continue to add more value to people that's buying or servicing with whatever product you provide. But like you miss a deadline, you realize the consequences that happens. You show up late to a meeting, you realize the consequence of what happens there. Uh, there's so many more. I think just contingency points that you kind of just find when you fail. And if you don't give up, I think you just start seeing the habits get better and better if you want better for yourself. If you're succeeding all the time, you might be on the high for the rest of your life, not even knowing, because you just floating. You're like, well, I know this word, this word. I don't know, man. Because like you being on a high successful chart, I feel like you at that point are so locked in with you had to go through something for failure. Because like you being so locked in successfully and not having no I's to dot, no T's to cross, that means like you really either had that growing up where somebody taught you that, or you went through something to where, all right, I ain't this success is what I want. I'm addicted to it. This is all I am, and I make sure like we not finna. This is the standard. So if you super consistent with that 10 years of just success and you win it every year, then that's a testament to definitely character for sure. But I think failure is definitely necessary for growth, and don't even have to be. It don't have to be business. It's just like personal development. That's my take.
I mean, as I said, I agree. Um, like I said, as long as my main thing, as long as people be like, man, you gotta be like Batman. 3 people gotta die. You gotta go through this. I'm like, it's not that deep for you to come out on top. So as long as it ain't getting to that still, I mean, I kind of agree with that. I'm indifferent because some people really just, I wouldn't say lucky, just have a good life where failure don't happen for a while, and they just keep growing without the failure. So, it's hard for me to.
It's tough.
I'm
It's tough.
probably gonna have to hear Dear LeBranks and Dear Siege and stuff too, because I'm indifferent with mine, because I feel like you can get all the way to the top with nothing being failure, nothing like being a failed situation, unless you count like death and stuff like that. If you're like, okay, well, my parents being gone, I'm down the dump, so I'm kind of feel like I'm failing right now, but I'm really not, just because my parents are gone type sale. But that one's tough for me, I feel like.
Tough for you to figure out which one you want to choose.
Yeah, because I feel like it's depends on how you want to take it. Because some people like for example,
necessary for growth. That's the outline. Is failure necessary for growth?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm about to wait for that. I don't know. I'm about to wait for them.
What do you mean? I don't know. Just
that's what I'm saying. Like,
explain your reasoning for both sides.
Because I feel like you don't need it, but then you kind of need it.
But why would you not need it?
Now let me throw this.
Because some people just win. They don't they don't feel at all.
Okay, obviously you don't have your answers ready, so I'm gonna pass the mic over to Siege, and then we'll come back to you.
I was trying to stop, and then you told me to go again.
You ruined the moment, man.
Let me throw this at you. Man, it's people that have done everything right, but still fail. Still because somebody holds a grudge on them. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Envy. Somebody steals somebody's idea. So, like when you think about it, sometimes failure isn't needed to succeed, because if you already have the idea to succeed and somebody steals it, how did you? Where's the failure in that? Unless you can count the person stealing it as a failure, but That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
that's
just
something different.
saying.
I think
That's
with
what,
that, you kind of, and this is getting deep into the question, but you kind of realize, oh, I failed of, uh, not necessarily saying like this person is your friend, but like, let's say a business partner or whoever it is stole your idea. Like if it's someone that you know personally, then you can be like, oh, well, I failed in that relationship in terms of picking who I want around me to be my close friend group, business partner, whatever it may be. Now I'm learning, oh, hey, I'm not going to trust everyone with my ideas going forward. Something like that. It doesn't
but
have to
that's
be
going with
something.
trust, though. That's just going
Yeah,
with.
but you're learning from the failure of that relationship to grow as a person and grow further into the future of, oh, okay, well, TK stole my idea. Now when I partner up with Siege in the future, I'm gonna have to make sure like Siege isn't gonna steal my idea because you grow from that.
See, it's tough too. Thinking about it, it's
I don't
that
understand why you keep saying it's tough.
Yeah,
be,
I don't either.
because I feel like I said, I just feel like when you were just explaining that, you were talking about a part of trust. That's not necessarily like somebody stealing somebody's
I
thing.
just
You can't
explained
really.
it to you though. I said you failed in picking out that relationship, so you're growing it and moving it forward into the next part of whether it's your friend group or your business partner or whatever it is. So you're still failing and you're growing from it to make yourself more successful.
To your because the failure of the situation of that friend was not never good to you. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
kind of saying?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I'm
I
still indifferent,
mean,
man.
I
I'm still in
nah,
the middle.
but still though, it's still the same thing. Like I said, bro, you can do everything right, and it still don't go your way. Females say,
Oh well,
it's
yeah,
me,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
me,
yeah,
it's not you. You did everything perfect.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just I'm not ready. How can you know if she's ready or not? If she's giving you signs that she's ready, and then all of a sudden she backs up and leaves.
So
That's
what's
it.
y'all answers?
That's just 2025 being a man. That's
Man,
things that we
that's
can't
just dating.
control. That's the
That's
dangerous
just
world we
dating
live.
now.
That's
Yeah, that's just dating nowadays.
Yeah, that's a dangerous world we live in. You know, they got power to do that. Not saying all women do it, but it's like, what can you do? You can have some good lawyers, you can have some money, and that still don't get you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at and depending on who you are and how bad somebody want to take you down. Uh, but I mean, going back to the stealing thing, it's like you didn't know. Oh, I need to register a trademark, so my idea don't get stolen. It's like, oh well, shit. Well, let me figure that out next time. Make sure I don't have to go through that again. And then it's accountability too. I think majority of people that get good at understanding small successes or big successes get really, really, really singular on accountability. Cause they grow quicker or more fast. I would say rapidly at a rate because they know that they control what they can control. So if my emotion is tied to somebody else doing something to me and I don't let that go, I'm staying in that lane for however long. But if I say, dang, that's my fault, I can check that off. I can go to sleep, get up, and I'm moving on to the next thing without staying attached to that emotion. And I think those people, when they fail, they be like, okay, it's my fault. Let me check this off. Let me do that better. Let me go back to the drawing board and start over again. And they continue doing that over the period of their life, and they become somebody that they want to become more than other people because accountability. I think that's one of consistent accountability are really two factors in just life. I think people that succeed have in common. Um, and that could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether you just want to you just want to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Whatever job it is you apply for, you can only control what you control. Make a resume, show up to the interview, have a likable personality, actually know what you're talking about in the interview. Hopefully you get the job. If you don't, you apply to something else. Can't you know what I'm saying? You can't really stay on that, but I think that's my opinion on it. Like I think it's necessary for anything. For you to get through college, TK, I think you went through some growth from year one at EKU to graduating UK. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stay the same for sure. So
Yeah, he did. He did.
you know that's kind of my
So
take, and that's successful. You get a degree, successful. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think you can
but
also learn from your failures because if you
for
don't learn
sure,
from your failures, you can definitely not be successful. You can keep dwindling
yeah,
in those failures. Like kind of what Siege said, I'm going to just talk about it briefly before we move on. But if a girl's like, nah, it's not you, it's me, like it's not the right time. Usually 9 times out of 10, there is something you're doing wrong but she's just not going to bring it up. And so sometimes, like as a man, you can kind of go back and reflect of like, like I didn't really care for that. Like I'm learning from that and move on to it in my next relationship, or maybe I need to communicate more. I'm gonna learn from that. So maybe it might not she be telling you things, but you might also pick up on it on your own and be like, kind of looking back on it, it could have been this, it could have been that. Let me fix myself if you feel like it needs to be fixed. Now, sometimes you might just be like, nah, forget that. Like I ain't changing that for no one. Like with me with video games, I ain't changing that. If she tell me get off the game, I ain't getting off the game. I'm staying on my FIFA and my 2K. But I feel like there's always life lessons every day that you can learn from, whether it's learning from your failure or learning from your success for that day as well.
That's tough.
Okay.
That's
I'll
tough.
take that. Hey man, hot topic for me, real quick. Hot topic for me. Hot topic, man. Before we get out of here, hot topic. 100 men versus one gorilla. I think we can. I think we could take them. Listen, let me tell you something, man.
The switch up is crazy.
We hit them. We hit them for all different angles. Somebody distracted from the front. You can throw rocks. It ain't gotta be a fair fight. I don't give a fuck how many of us.
Do you not think that he gonna pick up rocks too?
We pick up rocks. It's 100 of us. We can still get to
Hey
him.
man, I'm just letting you know, bro. You can go ahead and go first if you want to.
I ain't going first.
You can go 25th, 35th, 45th.
I'm the one throwing the rocks at him to get him distracted.
First of all, why is it 1, 2, 3? Why ain't all 100 going at one time? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand the logic. Why is one person I'm on the sideline waiting on you just to fight him by yourself?
See, tag me in.
Yeah, like what? That makes no sense at all.
All 84 going, just a couple of them standing back throwing stuff at him to distract him.
See, if I'm one of the 84, I don't want anyone throwing rocks in my vicinity because you might hit me in the back of the head and knock me out.
You'll have a helmet on.
Oh, so now we get helmets.
Oh man!
You seen Planet of the Apes, man? We at war, man.
You gonna rip somebody's head? I'm going.
That boy 300.
He do that. You good enough to retreat? Get the fuck out of there, because I sure will. Because I sure will. I'm getting the hell over.
No sir.
I seen King Kong rip that alligator
Exactly.
in half.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, but we're not fighting King Kong. We're just fighting a normal gorilla.
A silverback, damn near close.
Nah, you forget how big King Kong was.
That was big shit.
I know, but that gorilla gonna be the size of him when you get
but
next
also
to you.
people underestimate how many people is actually 100 people. Like that's a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. So we could take them. That's what
Mike said he ain't going.
Nah, 100 people, 100 men. Now it depends on the context.
Whoa! Why don't get us canceled. Don't get us canceled.
Yeah, we could throw Ronda Rousey in there.
Don't get us canceled, dog. Whoa, relax, bro.
See, you just say 100 people.
I said 100 people.
100 people. So what's your concept of people? Everybody? Kids in there?
Yeah, kids are people. We can throw kids in there.
I'm taking the gorilla then. For sure. If we're not going, yeah, for sure. For sure. Over with.
Whoever can fight the best.
If we got 50 kids out there, 20 females and some men, it's over with. For sure.
See, all I said is all we need is Brock Lesnar out there, and that's basically the same thing.
Nah.
I was thinking gold. I was thinking Steve Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg. They're basically just put those two out there, and they'll take out the gorilla easily.
Cold Stone, Steve Austin.
Nah,
that's ice cream.
Nah,
Stone Cold.
That boy joints ain't working the same, man. No.
Pack a beer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when Stone Cold starts drinking that beer, it's over.
Facts.
Big Show. I think we could take him. We get Big Show out there.
Mark Henry. Mark Henry could take him out too.
Well,
they could lift them together.
Right. They put a whole production show together. They put a whole scripted.
Everybody else just tag it, get your hits in while you can.
All right. I'm with TK now then.
Finish him off with the Undertaker choke slam and then rest in peace, man.
I'm with TK. That's crazy.
I'm gonna choke him out like that, and then get
Let's
Tarzan out
go.
there. We
Not that
need,
you can't see me.
we
Not
need.
that you can't see me.
Yeah, we
Nah,
need
okay.
John Cena out there.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to
Okay.
see him, so he'll have an advantage.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Okay. Y'all
We
might well
good.
say Tony Stark out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All
If
right.
he
Now we're going to
All
Marvel.
right.
All right.
All right.
if
Man,
he wasn't there, if he wasn't there, we'll use him.
Robert Downey Jr. Jr.
Nah, we can't use the actor. We need the actual actor. We need the actual. We need the actual Iron Man. We don't need the actor. We need the suit. We need the
Yeah,
suit.
I'm going. I'm
get the
going.
suit.
I'm
Get the
going.
suit.
I'm going with TK there. It's, the gorilla definitely. Lane, what's your take on it?
100 people, man.
Okay. All right. Well then, it's been another great show. Y'all let us know in the comments which one y'all like. For sure, if it's just 100 people and it don't matter who the people are, the gorilla's slapping. No matter if it's a baby gorilla or not. So
I didn't say baby
If,
gorilla.
if it's a baby gorilla, that motherfucker, I can do it myself. I'm by myself, one on one.
hey, this one we gotta close it out.
I did not say that.
When he start talking like that, it's time to switch it up.
I did not say
He
that.
be talking crazy. All right. When he taking his own hands, you know it's crazy.
I
He
take
always
that
does.
motherfucker
That's
one on
crazy.
one right now.
He always want to do
He
some
always,
one-on-one
he
shit.
always do that. I'll drop 20 right now. What? I'll drop 20 right now. Oh, but 80? Rudy Gobert? What you talking about?
Crazy,
It
crazy.
What you
don't
talking,
matter.
what you
It
talking
don't
about?
matter. It don't
All
matter
right.
who it is.
That's crazy. Uh,
Kawhi,
it's,
whoever.
it's, it's been another great episode of Dear Radio. We appreciate y'all. Y'all let us know in the comments which one y'all think. If y'all think failure is necessary for growth, let us know in the comments. Let us know if you don't think that.
I want to know if y'all put that in the comments. I'm still confused on that.
That's crazy. Uh, you can't succeed without social media. I'm pretty sure most people are gonna say you definitely can't. But put it in the comment anyway. And then last one, everyone should work a 9 to 5 before starting a business. Let us know
Tracy
in the
Morgan.
comments. Let us know in the comments on that, man. Comment, like, subscribe, Dear Radio Show on all
Follow.
platforms. We like and appreciate everybody that's been watching us. Stay tuned. We got some new stuff coming out. It's been pretty cool. Follow me at Dear Michael for all my latest stuff that I'm about to start ramping up for fashion. And it's your host with the most. TK, take us away.
Man, listen. Just go watch King Kong. It's been your boy TKD2 Gaming. I'm telling you, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I might have talk to my tech guy. We might have to do something on GTA with 100 no. Okay. Underscore TKD2 Gaming on Instagram.
Which GTA do y'all play most? Is the newest, the most current one?
Yeah, the other one's not out yet.
I'm saying, but there's multiple like
What you
GTA.
talking about? Yeah, but nobody. Why would you play? Boy, it's
San Andreas? I still play it.
Nobody play. I mean, they did do the remaster thing. No one plays that though. Anyway,
He don't know about it.
follow. Yeah, I do. Follow me on Twitter, never the X at TKD2 Gaming. Like I said, but don't play with that damn gorilla. Don't play with that damn gorilla.
I
It's been
agree.
your boy.
Man,
Brian.
you can take them. You can take them.
Man, first off, Michael, Vice City for me, man. And two, y'all can follow
Spicy
me.
one.
Yeah. You can follow me everywhere on Twitter and Instagram at LeBrankston. The gaming Instagram, the TikTok at LeBrankston.gaming. Make sure to go check out the YouTube at LeBrankston and also the Twitch, man, at LeBrankston. Been back into some live streams, man. Go check it out. But yeah, gonna pass the mic to our last but not least favorite co-host of mine, Dear Siege, man. Take it away.
Man, it's your boy, man, this Siege, taking us away, man. Hey, it's been a great show, and I do feel like 100 of us could take them. So just let's plan for that TKA. Get in the gym. We're gonna go to the nearest zoo, and me and you gonna take one. Me and you together. We're gonna show them that two on one can do it too. But it's your boy Dear Siege, man. You can follow me at Dear Siege on all socials, from Twitter,
See,
IG to TikTok, YouTube. Twitch, not the Facebook. My mama on there, she be liking stuff and saying, "Oh, baby, you doing a good job," whatever, whatever. Hey, it's been a good one. It's the boys, man. Dear Radio. Peace.